Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 4, Lesson 31, and today we're hunting for something that looks like a sentence, sounds a little like a sentence, and is dressed up exactly like a sentence, but isn't one. It's called a sentence fragment. Once you can spot the three ways a fragment happens, you'll catch them everywhere, including in your own writing. Let's take a look. Let's start with the definition because it's simpler than people expect. A sentence fragment is a group of words that is punctuated like a sentence. It starts with a capital letter and it ends with a period, but it does not express a complete thought. Here's one. Ran all the way home. Look at it. It has a capital R at the front and a period at the back, so it is wearing the costume of a sentence. But read it out loud and something is missing. Your mind is left waiting. And that's the heart of it. A real sentence expresses a complete thought. A fragment leaves the thought unfinished. The first cause of a fragment is a missing subject. Take our example again. Ran all the way home. There is an action word sitting right there, ran, and there's even a place, all the way home. But ask the one question that matters. Who ran? Nobody. The sentence hands you an action with nobody attached to it, and your brain immediately reaches for a name that never arrives. So how do we repair it? We supply the missing subject. The exhausted runner ran all the way home. Now somebody is doing the running, and the thought closes. The second cause is the mirror image, a missing verb. Listen to this one. The bird in the tall oak tree. We definitely have a somebody, the bird, and we even know where the bird is, up in the tall oak tree. But nothing ever happens. The bird just sits there, unfinished, waiting for an action that never comes. Words alone don't make a sentence. You need something to happen, so we add the verb. The bird in the tall oak tree sang at dawn. That word, sang, is the piece that was missing, and with it the whole thought finally lands. Now the sneakiest cause of all, the third one, a subordinate clause standing on its own. Look at this. Because the ferry was late. Count what's in there. Subject, yes, ferry. Verb, yes, was. It has both parts, and yet it is still a fragment. Why? Because of that first word. Back in Lesson 24, we met subordinating conjunctions. Words like because, although, when, since, and if. The moment one of them opens a clause, that clause can no longer stand by itself. It leans on something else. Because the ferry was late, so what? You're left hanging. The cure is to attach it to a main clause. Because the ferry was late, we missed the concert. There it is. The clause now leans on a complete sentence, and the thought is whole. There's a close cousin of that third cause, and it comes straight out of Unit 3, the lonely phrase. A phrase is a group of words with no subject and no main verb, so it can never stand alone either. Here are three of them. Racing toward the finish line. That's a participial phrase. Under the rusted iron bridge. A prepositional phrase. To beat her own record, an infinitive phrase. Each one sounds like it's going somewhere, but each one is only a piece. The fix is the same medicine. Attach the phrase to a main clause. Racing toward the finish line, Delia felt her legs burn. Now the phrase has a sentence to hold on to. Let's turn all of that into a test you can run in about 2 seconds. Question 1. Is there a subject? Ask who or what this group of words is about. Question 2. Is there a verb? Ask what is happening. And question 3, the one people forget. Is the thought complete, or are you still waiting for the rest? Run those 3 questions in order, and here's the rule that ties them together. If the answer to any one of them is no, then what you're looking at is a fragment, not a sentence. So let's put the repair kit together, because there are really only 2 moves. Move 1. Add the missing part. Here's a broken one. Left the keys on the counter. There's a verb, left, but no subject, so it's broken. Supply the subject and watch it heal. My brother left the keys on the counter. Repaired. Move 2. Attach the fragment to a nearby main clause. Look at this one. Since the road was closed. Subject, verb, and still a fragment, because since is holding it hostage. Don't add words to the front. Just hook it onto a sentence. Since the road was closed, we turned back. 2 moves. Add or attach, and every fragment you meet will fall to one of them. Time to practice. In this first set, I'll read you a group of words, and you run the 3-question test. Subject, verb, complete thought. Then decide, fragment or complete sentence. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. Waiting quietly beside the gate. Run the test. Who is waiting? Nobody is named. And waiting, all by itself, is not a main verb. It's a participle. So this is a fragment. The old clock chimed at midnight. Test it. Subject, the clock. Verb, chimed. Complete thought? Yes, nothing is left dangling. This one is a complete sentence. Although the audience clapped for a long time. It has a subject, audience, and a verb, clapped. But that word although starts a subordinate clause, and a subordinate clause cannot stand alone. The answer is fragment. In this second set, every item is already a fragment. Your job is to say what it needs to become a sentence, a subject, a verb, or a whole main clause to attach to. Pause and decide before each answer. Rolled slowly down the sidewalk. There's your verb, rolled. And there's a direction, but ask who or what rolled, and nothing answers. What this fragment needs is a subject. The rusty red trolley car. We certainly have a somebody here, the trolley car, described in detail. But nothing ever happens to it, and it never does anything. What's missing is a verb. Until the storm finally passed. Subject, storm. Verb, past. Both are present, so adding words won't help. The trouble is that until makes this clause subordinate. It needs a main clause to attach to. Let's gather it all up. A sentence fragment is a group of words punctuated like a sentence. Capital letter, period, the whole costume. But it doesn't express a complete thought. There are 3 common causes. The subject is missing, the verb is missing, or a subordinate clause or a phrase has been left standing all alone. And you fix a fragment in one of 2 ways. Add the missing subject or verb, or attach the fragment to a nearby main clause. Run the 3-question test on anything that feels unfinished. Subject, verb, complete thought. And fragments won't slip past you again. In the next lesson, we'll look at the opposite problem, the run-on sentence. I'll see you there.